I do think there's some truth to what he's saying in terms of like, I buy that he wants to just step away. There's a lot of fights we're potentially missing out on. And today, this is noteworthy, but he dismissed Shakur Stevenson as somebody who's accomplished nothing in boxing. Their resumes aren't, they're not like terribly far apart in terms of quality of opposition, things of that nature. Like Tank's been in our lives a lot longer, but Shakur Stevenson rose to prominence very quickly. And I think like that's a miss.
In the world of boxing, the rivalry between Gervonta Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson is heating up, capturing the attention of fans and analysts alike. Davis, the reigning WBA lightweight champion, solidified his status as a knockout artist with a stunning 7th-round victory over Frank Martin. With a flawless record of 30 wins, including 28 by knockout, Davis has become a dynamic force in the lightweight division.
He has the tools to win.
Me and Tank, it's the biggest fight in the world.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be the biggest boxing fight in the world when it happens. I could see it happening not too far in the future.
Really?
I think Tank will sign that contract.
Dang.
And I'm going to sign a contract too, so it's
Then
like,
you're going to get it on.
yeah.
A unification fight between Davis and Stevenson.
However, as he looks ahead, the prospect of a fight with Stevenson looms large, bringing both excitement and tension to the forefront. Davis's retirement hints have sparked a flurry of discussions among fans and analysts, with many questioning whether he is genuinely considering stepping away or if this is merely a strategic maneuver to gain leverage in negotiations. The prospect of retirement adds urgency to the potential fight with Stevenson, as both fighters are aware that time is of the essence. For Davis, a decisive win against Stevenson could solidify his legacy and provide a fitting capstone to his career, while for Stevenson it represents a chance to dethrone a champion and elevate his own status in the boxing world. The stakes have never been higher, and the pressure to perform will undoubtedly weigh heavily on both fighters as they prepare for what could be a defining moment in their careers. Moreover, the implications of this potential matchup extend beyond just the fighters involved. It could reshape the landscape of the lightweight division. A victory for Stevenson would not only crown him as the undisputed champion, but also signal a shift in the balance of power among the elite fighters in the division. Conversely, if Davis emerges victorious, it would reinforce his dominance and potentially deter other challengers from stepping into the ring with him. As the boxing community eagerly anticipates this clash, the narrative surrounding both fighters continues to evolve, highlighting the intricate interplay of ambition, legacy, and the relentless pursuit of greatness that defines the sport. The stylistic contrast between Davis and Stevenson is what makes this potential matchup so compelling. Davis is known for his explosive power and aggressive style, while Stevenson is celebrated for his defensive brilliance and tactical acumen. This clash of styles promises to be a fascinating tactical chess match, with both fighters eager to prove their superiority. Stevenson has publicly challenged Davis, expressing confidence in his ability to neutralize Tank's power. The back-and-forth exchanges between the two have only intensified the anticipation for a fight that could define their careers. The potential rehydration clause proposed by Davis raises significant concerns about the fairness and safety of the matchup. In boxing, the period between the weigh-in and the fight is crucial for fighters to replenish their bodies after the weight cut. By imposing restrictions on how much weight Stevenson can regain, Davis may be attempting to exploit a perceived advantage, but this could backfire if it hampers Stevenson's performance. Critics argue that such tactics can lead to an uneven playing field, where the fighter who is forced to adhere to stricter conditions may not be able to showcase their full capabilities. This could ultimately detract from the quality of the fight and leave fans feeling dissatisfied if the bout does not live up to the hype. Stevenson's request for a multi-fight agreement adds another layer of complexity to the negotiations, as it introduces the possibility of long-term commitments that could limit both fighters' flexibility. For Stevenson, securing a multi-fight deal could provide financial stability and the opportunity to build a legacy through multiple high-profile bouts. However, for Davis, who has built his brand on marquee matchups and pay-per-view events, the idea of being tied down to a series of fights may not align with his career goals. This divergence in priorities could lead to a stalemate in negotiations, as both fighters weigh the potential benefits and drawbacks of such an arrangement. Ultimately, the commercial appeal of a Davis-Stevenson fight hinges on the ability of both camps to find common ground. The allure of two undefeated champions clashing in the ring is undeniable, and the boxing world is eager to witness this potential showdown. However, if disagreements over terms continue to linger, it could jeopardize the fight's realization and leave fans frustrated. The stakes are high, and both fighters must navigate these complexities carefully to ensure that they can deliver a bout that lives up to the expectations of their supporters.
You and Shakur had some back and forth going. I'm talking about some serious back. This is the first time I ever seen Tank listen, this might have been the first time I seen my Tank from Baltimore come out. Nigga said, what up, buzz all the niggas? I was like,
Cause it's like, I wasn't really on no like speaking on other people's name type stuff. You know what I mean? And a lot of people, they
As negotiations unfold, the boxing community remains hopeful that both Davis and Stevenson will prioritize the opportunity to face each other, recognizing that the legacy of their careers may very well depend on it. As the rivalry continues to unfold, the boxing world is left wondering if this highly anticipated matchup will ever materialize. Both fighters have strong followings, and a fight between them would undoubtedly be a blockbuster event. The ongoing war of words adds intrigue, keeping fans engaged and eager for action in the ring. Ultimately, the clash between Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson represents not just a battle of skill, but a test of character, integrity, and the very essence of what makes boxing great. Will they step into the ring and settle the score, or will this rivalry remain a tantalizing what-if in the annals of boxing history? Only time will tell.
Gervonta Tank Davis isn't a prize fighter. I know a lot of you guys say, well, he doesn't fight for belts, he doesn't fight for legacy, he fights for money. He's a prize fighter, Jerry. And I'm going to assume a prize fighter is a guy who is solely making fights based off of cash reward. He'd rather fight a bum for $50 million than fight a guy who's experienced for $10 million. That is what a prize fighter would be. Actual definition, a professional boxer who competes in matches for money prizes. So let's take a look at it. Turki Al-Sheikh has declared he wants to make Tank versus Shakur. He says, my plan for Shakur is this fight. He's referring to Floyd Schofield, then Williams Zepeda, and then let's see if Tank wants to be in our show. Tank's not going to fight Shakur. He's not going to fight him in Saudi Arabia.